the tour that you're currently on right now, the Glamour Kills tour? What's it been like so far?
Yeah, I mean, this is like day 4 or 5. What's been really cool about this tour is that everybody gets along so well. We've already all known each other for a really long time. All our bands have played shows together, across paths with each other, and the one band that I didn't know prior to this tour was The Story So Far, and I'm actually riding with those guys on this tour, so we've become like fast friends really quick, and that's really been the biggest part. Like, the shows are awesome, the crowds are really positive, and everyone's just having a time of their lives. You know, it's really, really cool.
Well, you're the only acoustic artist.
Yes.
What is the only? Tell me what that dynamic is like.
Well, I'm playing first on these shows, so I have to come out swinging. It's my job to get the crowd hyped up enough and warmed up for, you know, the rest of the bands to start, you know what I mean? And it's definitely a challenge. I have to earn my keep. I have to prove to these kids that I'm not just, you know, some other dude with an acoustic guitar, just like the, you know, classic stereotype. And so, you know, I've definitely had to come out a little more rowdy than I would normally at like a, you know, a headlining show or a show of my own, or maybe a different tour. But yeah, it's a challenge and it's a learning experience, and I need more of those. So this is a perfect tour for that.
You have a very large back catalog so far.
You bet.
Why did it take so long for you to decide to do a full length?
I basically only ever had done these recording projects, and that was like the big thing that I was working on. Like 52 Weeks was this recording project where I wrote 52 songs, and then the 12 Towns thing was 12 songs as a recording project split across 6 split 7-inch records. And when it came time to start coming up with new projects, one of the things I realized that I hadn't done yet was to do an actual full length. And I thought, I'd set all these challenges for myself and tried these different things, and I'd actually hadn't just challenged myself with the basic thing that almost every band does, and you know, and that proved to be the most challenging thing I've ever done. You know, that to write that many songs and to record them at once was easily, yeah, the most difficult thing I'd ever worked on. And so that was the thing mainly, was to do it just to prove to myself that I could do it. I mean, the album's called Proper, which is like the first proper record that I've ever made, and that was kind of a big part of it. But a lot of the songs on the album are about me kind of coming into my own and still finding myself a little bit, even at the ripe young age of 27. So, you know, that's been a big theme on their album, is just, you know, still becoming an adult even after you become an adult, and you know, making the right decisions for yourself to have a good life. So that's been a big, maybe that's the underlying theme, is just being a proper adult, so that, you know, ties into the whole name itself, you know what I mean?
I'm surrounded by artists. I'm no group of famous authors.
It was recently announced that you are going to be part of the Warped Acoustic stage.
Yeah, you bet.
Tell me how this all came together, and what are your plans for that?
They contacted me about doing the tour, and they kind of gave me an offer that I couldn't refuse, and you know, and they allowed me to pick whichever days I wanted, which was really great. So I chose, you know, the first 3 weeks up to Chicago, and basically at that point I'll have been on tour for about a year straight. So, you know, I'm anxious to have some time off, but that'll be the last. It's probably like stateside stuff I do this year, and but yeah, it was a really cool opportunity, and they really went out of their way to make sure that everyone who's a part of the stage is being really well taken care of, and you know, I really appreciated the offer. I thought it was really cool, and I'm stoked to be a part of it.
What's in the future for Into It Over It, or for yourself?
I mean, I'm finishing out the year with a bunch of touring up through the summer, and then just plan on working on new material and seeing where that takes me. It's not kind of just an ongoing process, and you know, we're right in that part of the stage in the works where, you know, a lot of hard work is going to start going into it. So, you know, I mean, I'll just be out until I physically can't be out anymore.
Here is your thong.
Oh,
use it in good taste.
Ooh.